The iPhone 17 Air is shaping up to be one of Apple's most elegant releases, not because of wild design changes, but due to its refined color palette, which has now been revealed in a fresh leak. If the details are accurate, the iPhone 17 Air will launch in four subtle shades: black, silver, light gold, and a brand new light blue. This new blue is already getting attention, not because it's bold and bright, but because it's the complete opposite. It's so light that in some lighting conditions, it might even be mistaken for silver or white. According to leaker Majin Buu, the blue shade closely resembles the sky blue of the latest MacBook Air M4, which blends sophistication with a modern edge. It's also expected to be the focus color for Apple's marketing campaign around the iPhone 17 Air, much like how Apple used Pacific Blue, Deep Purple, and Sierra Blue to headline past launches. Meanwhile, the black option remains classic and understated. Silver is bright and clean, and the light gold offers a soft, premium tone without being too flashy. Together, these colors reflect a mature, minimalistic vibe, which could either be seen as a refreshing shift or a mischance for more personality. What's interesting is that Apple's strategy here mirrors what Samsung has been doing. Just look at the Galaxy S5 Edge, which came in titanium jet black, titanium silver, and titanium icy blue. That lineup also leaned heavily on subtle finishes, with many users saying icy blue and silver looked nearly identical in most real-world conditions. If Apple's light blue runs into the same issue, it could be seen as a lack of effort in innovation when it comes to aesthetics. That's especially disappointing for fans who hope the iPhone 17 Air would not only be thinner and lighter, but also visually distinct. It's worth pointing out that while the Air model seems to be going for minimalism, the regular iPhone 17 could be much more colorful. Rumors suggest that the standard model might include a bright purple variant, continuing Apple's trend of offering fun and youthful colors in its base lineup. So it feels like Apple is splitting its audience. Those who want a bold look might go for the regular model, while the Air version caters to fans of clean, simple design. Still, with all this talk about sleekness and elegance, some users are left wondering why Apple isn't offering at least one standout color for those who want a bit more flair without sacrificing that slim profile. And while these four colors may be all we get at launch, it's always possible Apple could introduce limited editions or seasonal finish later on, especially if they sense demand. With Majin Buu's strong track record for Apple leaks, this information is likely very close to the final product, making it even more disappointing for those who are hoping for more visual variety. But for people who like their phone to blend in rather than stand out, this could be a perfect match. Ultimately, the iPhone 17 Air might not make headlines with its color selection, but its blend of subtle sophistication and Apple's signature polish could still win over plenty of buyers. So, which of the four colors would you pick? Classic, black, refined silver, soft gold, or the barely there blue? Drop your answer in the comments and make sure to subscribe for more Apple updates, hands-on impressions, and in-depth coverage of everything happening in the tech world.
Can you imagine using a phone that folds not just once, but twice? That might sound like something out of a sci-fi movie, but Samsung is getting ready to make it real. The company is reportedly working on a tri-foldable smartphone, and it could be released before the end of this year. Sounds exciting, right? But before you start saving up, some early leaks suggest it might not check all the boxes people are hoping for. Let's begin with the charging speed. According to a well-known insider, this upcoming phone will only support 25-watt charging. While that might sound fine at first, it's actually pretty slow compared to what other top phones are offering these days. In real-life use, it could feel even slower. Just take a look at what brands like Xiaomi are doing. The Xiaomi 15 Ultra supports 90-watt wired charging, 80-watt wireless charging, and even 10-watt reverse charging. That's more than triple the speed Samsung is expected to offer on this new foldable. Other phone makers are also moving forward with huge batteries. Some are preparing to launch models with 8,000 mAh capacity. Meanwhile, Samsung seems to be playing it safe, and that's exactly what many users find frustrating. Every year, people ask why Samsung doesn't push faster charging or new battery tech, but there's a reason they're being careful. If you remember the Galaxy Note 7, you'll understand. That phone had major battery problems, and Samsung had to recall it completely. Since then, they've been extra cautious with anything related to battery safety. They test everything more than most brands, which means they're slower to adopt faster charging, just to avoid any risks. It might not sound exciting, but it's part of their plan to avoid another major issue. Now about the camera. One thing we've heard is that Samsung might not use under-display cameras on this tri-foldable phone. These types of cameras are hidden under the screen, which looks great, but they usually don't take very good photos. Samsung seems to be leaning toward using the usual punch-hole design instead. However, nothing is final yet. They could still change their mind. It really depends on whether users care more about a clean-looking screen or better photo quality. But the biggest thing people talk about when it comes to foldable phones is the crease. With 2 folds, this new phone will likely have 2 visible creases. Reports say they'll be about the same as what we've seen on the Galaxy Z Fold 6. That means they won't be invisible, but they won't ruin the experience either. What's interesting is that Samsung's next foldable, the Z Fold 7, is expected to come with a much less visible crease. That could help convince people who haven't tried foldables yet. While all this is happening, Apple hasn't launched a foldable phone at all, but they are working on one behind the scenes. Word is, Apple doesn't want to release theirs until they've solved the crease problem completely. Some rumors say we might see a foldable iPhone in 2027, possibly to match the 20th anniversary of the first iPhone. That slower, more patient strategy might actually work well, especially since foldables still aren't as popular as expected. As for Samsung's tri-foldable, it won't be available everywhere. It'll probably launch first in South Korea and then roll out to just a few big markets. With a price of over $2,000, it's clear this phone isn't made for everyone. It's more like a test run for a new concept, and it'll take a few more years before this kind of phone becomes normal for most users. So what do you think? Would you buy a phone that folds in 3 places? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe for more tech updates. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon. Thickness. If accurate, the Air model could be nearly half as thick as the Pro version, making it one of the thinnest smartphones ever produced. While this new iPhone might be incredibly slim, it could also come with a larger display. Some leaks suggest that the iPhone 17 Air might feature a screen size around 6.6 or 6.7 inches, making it larger than the base iPhone 17. This means that despite its thin profile, it wouldn't necessarily be a compact device. Apple may also be making some significant design changes. Several leaked CAD images suggest that the iPhone 17 Air could introduce a horizontal camera bar at the top, similar to what we see on Google's Pixel phones. If this rumor is accurate, the camera bump might add about 4 millimeters of extra thickness, slightly affecting the ultra-thin frame. One of the biggest concerns with ultra-thin phones is battery life. A slimmer design usually means a smaller battery, which can lead to reduced usage time. However, reports suggest that Apple may be working on new high-density energy cells for the iPhone 17 Air. If this technology works as expected, Apple could